Hello and welcome to my video. My name is Jerry and today I'm going to be showing you how to do the Dimebag Squeal on the guitar. Pretty awesome sound. For those that have no idea who Dimebag is, he's a famous musician that's formerly known of the band Pantera from the late 80s all the way up to the early 2000s. If you do not know what the Dimebag Squeal is, let me demonstrate it for you. Enjoy. Alright, so before we start, there's a couple key things you have to remember here. First off, you obviously have to have a guitar. So this video is pretty informative to those that are guitar players. If you want to create the sound, or if you ever get a chance to play on a guitar, this is actually a really cool thing to do to impress your friends. So let's start. Alright, so step number one. Your guitar has to be in tune. So I'm not going to go over tuning, but I just want to give you an idea on what the guitar has to sound like before we start. So the first step to learning how to do Dimebag Squeal is learning how to flick a string properly. There's two techniques. I will show you first. I don't want you to worry about the whammy bar at all for right now, so you can just move that down for now. So the first thing you do is you got to put your finger underneath any string. So as you can see here, my finger is right underneath the string. So what you're doing is you're just flicking it. You can do it with any string. That's the first technique to flicking. The other technique is by pulling down and releasing the string. So let me show you here. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm going to pull down and let go. Those are two of the techniques to flicking the string properly. Step number two is a little different after you learn how to flick the string properly, and that is learning how to do a dive bomb. Dive bomb is where you push down on the tremolo bar and it makes all the strings go flat. So for example, so as you can see, if I flick and do my dive bomb, it kind of sounds like an airplane is about to crash or something like that. And our third step is to, after you flick dive bomb, you're going to hit a thing called a natural harmonic. So a natural harmonic is where you are barely touching the string, like just barely touching it, right there on the fret, and then you flick it. You can flick it with a pick. You can actually barely touch it. So for example, those are all called natural harmonics. So the way you do this, the Dimebag Squeal, is you flick, dive bomb, then right as you're bringing it back up, then you touch one of those natural harmonics, and those are located on the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and the 12th frets. Let's actually do some practice here. So flick, dive bomb, natural harmonic. Now if you notice, I'm pushing down on it. Some people also prefer to pull up on it with the whammy bar reverse. So I have this is forward, this is reverse. Now you may have noticed that I actually pulled up or pushed down on that, which kind of gives it more flair to the sound. So to give it, good flair,